Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The numbers for Evans a week ago. 6 catches, 66 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Not much there, only a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Brockers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 9 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
7 yards there and a first down.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 7. First down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins.
Kaepernick's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Vikings 3, Seahawks nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Running from the gun, Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there.
Hunt, the ball carrier. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
the last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And caught left side, Olsen.
Kaepernick's pass. Complete to Brady.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
27-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Clark there on the
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
25-yard line.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Kaepernick. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Michael Brockers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Over the middle to Evans. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here we go with Johnson. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47.
Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Amendola with a catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Here's Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The tight end, the ball carrier.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down.
At the 7-yard line.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
At the 7-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Number 13.
T.Y. Hilton. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Throwing is Murray on third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
48-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A tackle by Jelani Tavai. A gain of a yard. Brings up
on second down. It's Hunt, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Hunt again, the ball carrier.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's third down.
On the coverage.
Throwing on third and long. Murray and Stills over the middle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
10. Seahawks 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Kaepernick now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Amendola catching it left side.
Complete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
On the play. Brings up third.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
5-yard gain on the play.
Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Carry on Johnson, the ball carrier. The tackle by Leonard Williams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
On first down, Kaepernick. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton.
Minnesota.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Succop for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson now returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run again with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. This complete to Henry over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Frank Clark there on the stop.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's got Evans. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Play fake, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Frank Clark. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
they are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Kaepernick now on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Number 13.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And it's third down. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
5-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The tackle by Kenny.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Down Vikings.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, That's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
So they get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17. Seahawks 6.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That keeps the score Vikings 17.
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's
now Kaepernick throwing on second down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
32.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 22-yard line.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kerryon Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing on first down is Murray. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Complete to Kenny Still.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Vikings 41-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That one is caught by Hunt. He gets away from one. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Don't do us like that.
That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The play long.
They'll come out in the pistol. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Johnson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And on 3rd down and nickel formation here defensively. Kaepernick to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.